how did you get to know about this GeoInnovation program and what are your expectations from this?
We've been in touch with the Esri team for almost 1.5 years now. So that is when we became the global emerging partner. So as part of that process, we were supposed to integrate our platform onto their ArcGIS platform. So Kiran is the point of contact for us from the India team. So he suggested that GeoInnovation would be the right platform for us.
Okay.
And so we looked into it. It seemed like the right thing to do because it's for the first time that any GIS company is doing such an event in India. So it was definitely up for grabs, so we took the opportunity.
Brief us about your business model, like when was it started and what inspired you to start this business?
So we started in 2013. So the whole idea about the company was about bringing location intelligence into how enterprises did their distribution. Because in 2013, Uber was fresh in India. So everybody understood what Uber was doing, but nobody knew how to get the benefits of what Uber does into enterprises. And I was working with Hindustan Unilever Limited at that time.
Okay.
So that is when I realized that we need to bring GPS, we need to bring location intelligence into the way businesses need to modernize themselves. So that's why we created this company. It's been a good ride for us. Ever since the first year, we got good reputed brands to invite us to present our solutions. And they liked us, and that's how we picked up.
So how big is your team right now?
So we're around 42 employees, spread across 3 centers in India. So Bombay, Bhubaneswar, and Hyderabad is a small support office for us.
What is the unique key feature of your companies? There are some other portal as well who are providing same services. Then how are you different from them?
We provide location analytics and field automation software for enterprises and SMEs. So our unique selling point is that we provide the data set also. So it's proprietary data which we have developed over the last 3.5–4 years, digitizing all the data that is there in sensors, all the data which is there in maps. So we've taken all that, applied our algorithms, and then we've created something which is of huge benefit to enterprises. So that we've been commercializing over the last 4.5 years now. And so our unique selling point is that we're the one-stop shop. So a company like a Procter & Gamble reaches out to us, tells us this is the data that we need, this is what is to be analyzed, and this is how it has to be deployed. So we provide the complete solution, mobile apps, data, everything.
Who do you think who is your biggest competitor?
So I think when you ask that interesting question, we look at what similar models have been there in the past. So I think the closest that comes to us is a Salesforce.com. So they're a huge company. So we don't think we're in the same league, but given that we are able to charge a premium to our users, which is higher than that of a Salesforce, I think we would like to compete with the Salesforce.com. Okay. But then there are other providers in the local Indian market as well. So MapMyIndia, for example, so there are some clients we compete with MapMyIndia on those accounts as well.
What are the traction details?
We have almost 20,000 users on our platform. These are enterprise users. These are SME users who use our application many times in a day, right? So it's basically their way of earning revenue. So that way we feel we do a lot for the society because our solutions empower them to do their jobs better and to earn a better livelihood. So in terms of revenues, we have very recently breached the $1.5 million revenue rate.
In 2017?
Yes, in 2017. So we are on track to meet a $1.5 million target for us, which is great for a product company based out of India in just 4 years. I think that's a good mean.
What is the funding status, like how much rounds you have raised so far and how are you utilizing that funding amount for your business growth?
We've raised 2 rounds of funding so far. Both have been angel rounds, not VC rounds so far. The angel rounds that we did was somewhere around 110K USD in the first and somewhere around 300K, 400K USD in the second round. So they've been from high net worth individuals who are very well networked, who understand the industry very clearly. So we are always on the lookout for strategic investors, somebody who understands the industry and the complex problem space that we are in, because it's not the typical problem. So working with large enterprises is not very easy for a startup, as you can imagine. Right? So I myself am an industry guy. So I have spent enough years understanding the complexity of Indian retail, Indian distribution. And so we have that understanding which is required. And our investors just help us reach out to a bigger audience. And so right now we're in the middle of another fundraise, which is a larger.
So this will be pre-series A round or series A?
We've already done the pre-series A, so this will be a series A. Okay. Almost 40% of the funds that we were looking for has already been soft committed. In fact, we had a brilliant market access program sponsored by Zone Startups, DMZ. So I was in Canada 2 days ago. So I'm still jet lagging a bit. Okay. But then that was a really good opportunity for us. The VCs told that we were the best company out there. So I think that was really good, and there's a lot of interest to invest and be a part of this round.
So also share something about your expansion plans.
We are very aggressively looking at expanding because we reached profitability last year. So right now we're at a stage where we're accumulating cash and we need to invest all that money. So we're looking at Southeast Asia, we're looking at North America. So within the next quarter or so, we will definitely come up with a concrete plan of action about where are we investing that.
Where do you want to see your company after 5 years?
We operate in the real-time sales analytics market. So it's predicted by Gartner to be a $76 billion market by 2022. So 2022. So in that market, in that huge market, which has hardware, IoT, etc., we foresee for ourselves a $1.2 billion opportunity. And if we can get to a revenue figure of $110 million within the next 2 or 3 years, that will be a good achievement for us. That will be a great achievement for an Indian product startup. And probably one of the first companies to be there.